This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The tight end, Allen, in motion. First carry here for Kyren Williams. He's got room to run right at the start. Kyren Williams. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The extra point from Cardi is good. And the Rams are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. Right to the air. It's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Dotson, the man in motion. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. The open receiver is Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Dotson, the man in motion. On first down, it's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. Again, Hurts. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
On play action, here's Hurts. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Dotson, the man in motion. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? Once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to be 4th down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
This will be returned from the 6.
The Rams take over first down at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Williams. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. Cup in motion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Open man, that's Cajun. And he will score. Touchdown, Rams. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. It's another run here for Williams. And this is going to be a Rams 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Kyren Williams, 20, 15, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Kyren Williams, touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns. touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're just stopping his tracks right at the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Hill. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down. Here's Barkley. And he'll get about 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley, who appears to be shaken up. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Here's Gainwell. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, Hurts. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. There's an old saying in golf, Mike, that when you're on the green, never up, never in. In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up no good.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much happening there, just a short game. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man. That's ncaa, complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, L.A.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
In motion now, it's Miller. On 1st down, Stafford. Open man is Cager, the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Stafford now on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Again, it's Stafford. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue.
And this is blocked. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run. It's Barkley. He's inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
And let's give him about 4 on that one. That's not made by Byron Young. Here's 2nd and 6. Fake the give. Now, oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
3rd and long for Hurts. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. On play action, Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
taken in by Cajun. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. That's out quick. It's Cup on the RPO. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. He is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cardi now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. They'll go with the reverse. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
On play action, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hurts. The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down. A give, and here comes Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. They run over center with Williams. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. So it's a win here for the Rams. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. Respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.